everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask what shadows are being overcome right now. So we're going to ask the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, what shadows are they overcoming, meaning they're releasing, which is a good thing. Because this will take you all a step closer to being in union. So we're going to ask which shadows are being worked on for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and like hopefully where you guys are being successful in that. So we're gonna use the archetype cards for both the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, and we're going to pull from this bag as well to see which shadows are being worked on right now. Okay, so let's begin, and then we'll get messages for each, and let's begin. All right, so for our beautiful Divine Masculines, we're going to pull 3 cards. What shadows are being worked on right now, or where is the Divine Masculine becoming more successful, and what shadows they're releasing to get back into twin flame union? What shadows? What shadow spirit is the Divine Masculine working on right now? 3 cards, and what ones are they successful in? Oh, beautiful. I love it. Couple of them are already successful. All right, so we got the hero heroine, escapism, and false sense of heroism. Okay, so the Divine Masculine is working on escapism. That's a big one, right, for all of us. So on our Divine Masculine side, this shadow is being worked on right now. Okay, so what does escapism look like, right? So could it be video games? Could it be social media? Could it be watching TV? Could it be drinking? Whatever, right? So there's some sort of escapism going on, and what's going to cure that, or what the antidote is, passion for a journey, passion for personal empowerment, right? So instead of escaping from the journey, it's to have passion for the journey. Okay, so that would be the antidote, and that is what's being worked on right now from our beautiful Divine Masculines. I love it. The other shadow that is being worked, that is, I think we're pretty successful in because it came out upright. So before, it was kind of being destructive, having some negative traits, maybe even teaching others some negative traits, or not really modeling positive traits. And now the Divine Masculine being more the teacher, right? Because the Divine Masculine has, overcome this type of, shadow, and now is able to take their skills and their wisdom, and they're able to pass on this knowledge to others. So that is beautiful. So that is what the Divine Masculine is successful in, being more of a teacher, teaching the skills. So that is part of this journey, right? Once you learn something, pass it on and help others. That's kind of like why I do this channel. The other one is the King. So the Divine Masculine being more enlightened. So what has the King, what was the Divine Masculine going through with their shadows, is that they had more like excessive feelings of entitlement, right? So they felt entitled to things, and they didn't feel like they needed to be a certain way, that they just had feelings of, that belongs to me, and that's it, I don't have to work for it or whatever. And now they're more of the King, right? So now they're more benefiting, so whatever benefits them benefits others, right? So before it was like, what's in it for me, me, what, what am I getting out of it? And now the King is basically, the Divine Masculine is now saying, no, what's going to benefit everyone? So that's beautiful. So the Divine Masculine, successful in working on that shadow. So that's going to be really important to the connection for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. So that's beautiful. All right, let's look at the Divine Feminine. Let's look at what shadows are being worked on, or what they're successful in accomplishing when it comes to their shadows. So 3 cards, please. 3 cards when it comes to their shadows. 3 cards. 3 cards for the Divine Feminine. Beautiful Divine Feminine. Woo! 2 of them already successful. I love it. So the first one they're still working on, and that is fear of intimate union. So that would be with themselves, right? So intimate union with yourself, beautiful Divine Feminines, And so that was actually kind of, it's kind of like an emotional connection. I totally understand this one a lot, right? So this is about emotional connection, self-love, okay? So they call this maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit, so really feeling that connection to your soul. So it did come out reversed. So divine feminine working on it, though, being aware that maybe what's being mirrored back to them from their divine masculines is that they're not quite connected to themselves. So how can the divine masculine be connected to them when they're not even connected to themselves? As a matter of fact, I remember my own twin flame asking me one time, "Are you emotionally connected to yourself?" And I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, what does that mean? Okay, but look what the divine feminine has mastered. So so we have the avenger, right? So not necessarily being violent in some sort of way, but the divine feminine just wanting to balance out the scales of justice, right? Just wanting to make sure that everyone is being, kind of like with the king, right? Make sure everyone's benefiting, right? Make sure it's equal, make sure it's a win-win-win-win-win situation where it's not just one side, right? So basically, so let's just say you consider yourself a Democrat or a Republican, and just really looking at that and saying Republicans are all bad and Democrats are all good, or vice versa. But really, getting away from that and saying, everyone's a good person, everyone just has their own personal opinions, and everyone, benefits, and everyone's a winner, and that's what, and that's what makes the society go round and round. There really shouldn't be any winners or losers, right? Just making sure that there's a balance and there's justice for everyone, right? So just making sure that society itself, no one's judged for their color, their race, their religion, their how they vote, right? Sexual preference, right? Everyone is who they are, and that's beautiful, right? That type of thing. The other thing is the lover, which is interesting. So is actually successful, which is awesome, because before it was more of an obsessive love, right? Being obsessed over someone else. Subsess It's very self-destructive, right? When you feel obsessed about someone. But now instead, instead having just appreciation for your twin flame, or appreciation or passion, or just like this unconditional love, unbridled, for another person, right? So instead of like obsessiveness, okay? So this shadow is being successfully done. So awesome job, beautiful divine feminines. Okay, so let's just pull a couple from this bag just to see anything else. That we'll just pull one each for. What about divine masculine? Divine masculine. Any other shadows that is being worked on? Okay, beautiful divine masculines being working on feeling haunted. So what this means is, something happened in their past and they're kind of haunted by it. Usually this has to do with sexual abuse or something that bad that happened in the past, and they're feeling kind of haunted, but they're working on this, right? So they're working on their forgiveness, because when they forgive themselves and they forgive others, it takes them out of that, feeling of, feel they what's the word, they just feel like suffering, right? So they, to get themselves out of suffering, okay, there has to be some forgiveness work, some inner child work, if you will. And then silenced, because especially with sexual abuse, they must have felt silenced, right? Any kind of abuse, any kind of trauma. So, speaking their truth, and feeling like they're now being heard. So that is being worked on from our beautiful divine masculines, and so that is awesome. What about our beautiful divine feminines? What shadows are being worked on right now for our beautiful? Ooh, we got a couple here. So what's being worked on is for our beautiful divine feminines is feeling stagnant. So, so beautiful divine feminines being a bit more forward going now, because they have worked on their shadows of being stagnant. So whatever that means to the beautiful divine feminines, what that means is forward going, meaning, I am I'm on this journey and I'm on a path and I'm going to keep going and I am not stuck. Okay, and then feeling one sided, right? So the divine feminine is starting to feel like, this is not one sided, this is one big mirror. It's a mirror. This is not one sided. And both are going through the same thing, understanding that this is not one sided. Okay, and the other one is unlovable. So the divine feminine working on feeling lovable, right? Feeling like they are lovable, that they are enough, that they are more than enough, right? Feeling lovable. So that's what they're working on. Beautiful. Okay, so let's get some messages. So let's get some messages from our beautiful divine masculine to our divine feminine. All right, what messages does our divine masculine have for our beautiful divine feminine? One card for the collective. For the collective, what is our beautiful divine masculine? I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. That came out upright. Woohoo! Beautiful divine masculines. I want to be authentic. I know. I had this problem myself. Because, I wore the mask, meaning I didn't want to show my twin flame, who I really was, because I just didn't want to show that part, that vulnerable part of me. I didn't want to show my vulnerable part. So being authentic, you have to be authentic with your twin flame. It doesn't work because you share a soul. It doesn't work. You can't be not authentic. They'll just see right through you. It's a joke to them. And it was the same with me, with my twin flame. I could see right through. I could see right through the mask. Okay, so let's look at beautiful divine feminine. What message does our beautiful divine feminines have for our beautiful divine masculines? What is the message for the collective? It is reversed. I'm afraid to take that next step right now, but it's reversed. So what that tells me is that they are a bit hesitant, but they're not really afraid. But so what's going on here is that the divine feminine really wants to take that next step, really kind of wants to force this thing to happen, but feels like it should be the other side. Like it should be the divine masculine, right? The divine masculine should be the one to come. It shouldn't have to be them. So is what they're thinking. So it's like they're hesitantly saying, I'm afraid to take that next step right now. Not because they don't want to, they want to take that next step and they really have no problem doing so. It's just that they feel like it really should be the divine masculine doing it. They don't really feel like they should be the one doing it. So that makes sense. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to release some blocks for twin flames. I do this in layers. That's the only way to do it because there's just so many blocks and so many shadows and so many traumas. It can't be done in one big swoop, but I do help out in this way on my channel. My soul has asked me to start doing this. So if you're interested, you can stay on. And what you do is you just have your soul give me permission. Otherwise, your soul might block it. And then I'll just go ahead and begin. So if your soul gives me permission to do this, I will help you to energetically release blocks so that you and your twin flame can be in union. So go ahead and visualize beautiful white light coming from your highest chakra, through your crown, through your head, through your neck, through your shoulders, through your chest, through your back, through your stomach, through your hips, through your legs, through your feet, and then visualize beautiful roots coming out of your root chakra all the way down deep into the earth, and then visualize beautiful earth energy coming up through your chakras all the way up back into your body, and then visualize beautiful white light and earth energy mixing in your body, and then go ahead and expand that out all over Mother Earth and all her entities. So just Shazam it and it is done. Visualize the light and now we are all one. And now I can begin. Any story or imprint or pattern or inner child wound, past life wound, ancestral wound, any other kind of wound, any other conscious or unconscious reason that is causing twin flames to be blocked in any sort of way, please, please, please delete, 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 de-story, uncreate, vaporize across all timelines, all vibrations, all dimensions, across all time and space, past, present, and future. Thanks be to God, and so it is. Okay, so again, this happens in layers. So if you keep watching my channel every day, you might feel lighter, you might feel something come up, and that's normal, and that's what's supposed to happen. And really just all these different shadows like unloved, feeling silenced, feeling stagnant, feeling haunted, feeling one-sided, all this stuff will start coming, bubbling up to be released. Okay, and then if you're interested in doing more work with me, you can check out my description box below. Otherwise, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really appreciate all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.